Hey there Gemini, welcome to your weekly tarot reading. This one is for December 4th to the 10th, so let's jump in and see what's on the cards for you. Before I do, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button for me, you might want to think about dropping me a comment. Please do subscribe to my channel if you enjoy these readings. It's what keeps them coming and it keeps the studio lights on and keeps the robots, that is the algorithm, happy. So I'd be so grateful for that. If at any time you'd like a personal reading or healing, jump into the first link down below and you'll head across to my website. You can check out what I offer. I do have a freebie, a free Learn Tarot Quick Guide if you'd like to get started interpreting the cards for yourself. That's linked below, as is my more immersive tarot journey where you can learn a full foundation in tarot as well as my professional signature reading process. There's my karmic community below and my Instagram. I am really active and interactive over there with daily readings as well. Also Gemini, your 2024 year ahead tarot reading is dropping this Friday, okay, so that will be there for you, 7:30 p.m. Australian Daylight Standard Time. I can't wait to share the potentials, predictions and possibilities with you for the year. I'm getting so close now, aren't we? It's pretty crazy. Okay, let's jump on in to your reading, starting with a Moonology Oracle card, and I have faith in your dreams, Gemini. What are you dreaming? What is it that you're wanting? Maybe for next year, you know, what's that New Year's resolution? You know, what is it that you're really wanting to create, you know, maybe in the next year, or maybe into the 5 years, 10 years time? What's your version of the 10 of Cups, your best life that you want to create? Well, you're being asked to have faith, to have unshakable belief that it's possible, because you need to believe it first before the universe can, you know, really jump on board with you. So we need to have unshakable belief that our dream is possible, and then we need to take radical responsibility for achieving that dream. What do we need to do to make it happen? What might we need to release? Who might we need to collaborate with? Or, you know, what is it that we're trying to create? And it could be many, many different things, Gemini. So we've got an energy of moving closer to your dreams. Let's pull you a major arcana to go with that. So I've got just the 22 big themes of the tarot here, Gemini, for you. I've got the Magician. I was expecting the Star might come out in the reading, or the Magician, and I've got the Magician. So the Magician asks you to take action and to keep working as the alchemist of your reality. Okay, so my insight goes something like this. You know, we live in an energetic universe. There are often times where the potential around you is heightened, but because we're in an earthly reality here, we need to take earthly action to change the state of the energy from potential to actually creating, you know, a material outcome. So the Magician says, step up, take some action here. There might be a communication that you need to share. There might be an action, and through that action, you turn base metal into gold. Now, we also need to make sure that we are in resonant frequency with what we're trying to create. For example, if we want to be abundant, whether, you know, it's with an amazing life partner with an abundance of love and happiness, or whether you're wanting to build, you know, monetary abundance, we need to feel like super rich inside. We need to feel into gratitude in every moment. So that's how you can be the alchemist. It's an inside job first, and sometimes we need to shift the way to that potential through our own energy. Okay, let's see where this is going, Gemini. So I'm going to pull you 4 cards from the Rider-Waite. I will then clarify them as I go. Situational energy, 9 of Cups. Well, that's the wish fulfilled card. So it's in your energy field, and I know you haven't got there quite yet, but we're going to see what the pathway is. But the 9 of Cups is known as the wish fulfillment card of the tarot, Gemini. That's your minor arcana in the challenge position, so I will be looking into that. Let's see what your advice is. The World, that's the last major arcana. Beautiful, and it can talk about something coming to completion. All right, let's see what the outcome is. 2 of Cups, okay. Interesting, there might be somebody else involved in this as well. Okay, clarifiers coming in, and I'll clarify as I go. So I've got the Queen of Cups and the Nine of Cups here in the situational energy. So I feel like something's crawling on me. It's really like a lot of spiders are coming out here in Australia. I don't know if you know what a huntsman is. I had one about this big on my bathroom ceiling the other day, and then I woke up with a bite on my arm, and I'm freaked out that I have spiders crawling on me. So I was scratching around at that. Sorry. Okay, Gemini, if you've probably seen the wildlife here, it's pretty insane. Situational energy, I have the Nine of Cups and the Queen of Cups here. Okay, this is a Cancer energy, but it's the energy of heart, and it's the energy of intuition and emotional intelligence. So Gemini, you are being asked to have faith in your dreams and to move towards the calling of the heart here. Now, we'll go into the advice as to what you may need to do to bring this in, but the Nine of Cups is a number and a card of fruition and fulfillment of an emotional dream that you have. Now, in the outcome, I can see the Two of Cups. This could be around wanting a new partnership, whether that is a romantic partnership or whether that is, partnering with a new employer. Or a dream collaboration if you're in business. There's something here that you're wanting to move towards. Now, the Queen of Cups says, all right, well, what are you going to do about it, Gemini? We need to make emotionally intelligent decisions and steps towards it to move towards that Ace of Cups, the emotional new beginning. Because we talked about, well, if we just have a hope, dream, or wish, but we leave that as latent potential without the earthly action of the Magician, nothing happens. And that's why, a lot of people will watch these readings and go, oh, well, you've been saying that for weeks and it's not materializing. Well, my response to that is, how are you working with the energy? There has to be an interaction with the energy to bring it to fruition. Okay. Sometimes we get, the odd, luck or synchronistic thing that happens, but generally it's through our action. Okay. So the Knight of Swords is the challenge aspect, Gemini. Now, this is your energy. You're in the challenge position, okay, with the Page of Wands. Now, a few things here, Gemini. Now, the Knight of Swords could be that you've just expected this to happen really quickly, okay, and it's a marathon, not a race, and you're being asked to have that patience. But the Page of Wands is here, and it's a message of discovery. It's a message of going on the journey, staying on the adventure. And just because you might feel that you haven't gotten a result yet does not mean that it's not coming, because the Page of Wands is usually depicted in this dry desert, right? But they find the Ace of Wands. So there is potential and opportunity and growth in unlikely places, or, maybe it's just a small step forward, but we don't acknowledge it. We don't pick it up and explore it, seek it, take action on it. So whatever the pieces that you need for this dream, meet it with some action. Search, seek, apply, network. Whether it is trying to meet that life partner or whether it is, that dream job, we have to work with the energy. And if we do, the Page of Wands comes in. It's actually associated with good news that brings that potential of the Ace of Wands. A passionate, inspired new beginning. Now, if you're sort of unsure, who or what, or, what you're trying to call in, go on the journey of finding what lights you up. And that's what this says. And if so, that might take you a quantum leap forward, Gemini. So we've got good news coming in for the person who seeks, who takes action on the latent potential to call in their dream. And if they do, the world comes in. Like, the world's in the advice, and the world often talks about, we complete in a positive way. Something happens here, we enter a new cycle, and it comes in with the Seven of Wands, a clear message to keep going. Yes, it might feel like at times you're going against the current a little bit, but often if we can just push through that hard bit, then there's smooth sailing. So you've got the higher ground here, is what I'm feeling. Sometimes the Seven of Wands will indicate, Gemini, that you are operating in a competitive environment. There might be other people vying for this opportunity, or, maybe it is something that's hard to achieve. But have faith in your dreams, meet it with action, and if it's really meant for you, then it won't pass you by. So the world is really significant, Gemini, and it's the energy that comes in after final judgment, and it's the very last major arcana. So what I'm getting here is that you might be sort of at the final hour, one last push, one last action, one last go. Don't give up, because you could just be about to powerfully and vulnerably get that outcome or result that you've hoped for in the form of some kind of amazing partnership, relationship, or collaboration. We need to have the Leo strength and courage to stay on board long enough to actually get that tangible result. So we've got the Two of Cups here. And what else do we have with that? We've got the Six of Wands, and if you know about tarot, you know that that's a classic victory energy. Like, it's the winner. The winner is you. And the Six of Wands is often somebody who's coming out of a harder time, or coming out of the struggle or the setup phase or the hard work phase or the trying to push through it phase, with their head held high in confidence and esteem and in the right energy, Magician. And that is quite often when we actually achieve what we're looking for. And sometimes it's when we take the action, but we don't overly focus and we just surrender and let go a little bit as well. Have you noticed that? So the Six of Wands is you standing out for the right reasons. It's this goal coming into balance for you. It's got something to do with partnering with somebody. So it's a gorgeous energy, and you are being asked to have faith in those dreams. Let's get you an oracle card from Divine Abundance to close this out. I love this tarot, this oracle deck. It is one of my favorites. So I'm going to see what comes through for you, my Gemini. And I have, detachment. That's the last point I was making, wasn't it? So detachment. This says, with detachment, you finally feel whole inside, with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's often when it's fulfilled. Yeah, we've got to let go, let God, but not without taking the action and setting the stage first. And then I was envisaging the Empress in my mind's eye when I said that, Gemini, and the message of the Empress is take the action, but then allow the universe to bring you the result in its own weird, wonderful, and magical way, acknowledging that sometimes that will look different to what you envisaged or what you expected. But when it arrives, and in hindsight we look back, we realize actually what we received was beyond perfect. So that's what I have for you, my Gemini. I am really excited for you. I will leave it there. If you would like a personal tune-in for this energy, first link down below will pop you over to my website. And keep an eye out for your 2024 yearly reading, which is dropping in, at this stage, 2 days' time. Really excited for you to see what the potentials are for the year ahead. So I'm just wishing you so much love and magic, Gemini. Do take care. Bye for now.